Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Episode number 39 of Extend the Drive Best Ball Live. I am your host, Sean Mitchell. Glad you're with us. Got another guest on for the show today. Had him on last year. Really sharp guy. He runs the Really Good Picks website for DFS, does rankings, projections, all that fun stuff. But going to welcome in Mr. Justin Macmahan. How's it going, Justin?
Good. Thanks for having me back, Sean. Not everybody invites me back on, so thank you.
No, I mean, I feel like we had a really good show last year. That was a lot of fun.
We did, yeah.
I mean, we had a lot of good dialogue, talked a lot of ball. So, hey, I was more than happy to welcome you right back on, man, and appreciate you for being on.
I'm mostly kidding, but thank you. Yeah.
So you didn't like the thumbnail, man? What?
No. I don't know. It looked a little. I thought my face was doing something a little weird. I was kind of like that.
I was like, I'll ask him for a quick pick, but I was like, man, I don't know. So I kind of just went into your video. Found a video, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna take a quick snip and make it real quick. So I was trying to get some other stuff done, and but anyway.
Yeah.
So
I support the efficiency. Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, got to get stuff. Got to automate some stuff at times whenever you got multiple things going on. But so how's dad life treating you, man? How's the family? Everybody doing good?
Yeah, man, it's been really good. We're really lucky. We've got two girls that are healthy and happy and sleeping through the night pretty well. And we're still doing we have a 2-month-old, so we're it's still like about once a night, but it could be a lot worse. So
I understand, man.
We're doing.
I totally get that. At least you're getting some sleep, right?
Yeah, it's workable.
So how's stuff going over at RGP? You guys getting geared up for the Hall of Fame game, I'm sure. Probably getting the content moving.
We'll have preseason projections. We kind of do it all in one. It's just like one membership gets you our DFS content and best ball and all that stuff. And so August and September are our biggest months. Yeah. A lot of people sign up August and they do preseason and best ball with us. So I really love best ball drafting season. It's like everybody else in the sports world is like, this is the worst time of the year. There's nothing on. And I'm kind of like excited to have some downtime to actually focus on drafting. So
exactly,
I've probably been ripping like 5 BBMs a day for the last couple of weeks. And it's I'm trying to pace it out where I don't run out, but I gotta get enough shares of these free agents before.
Just like we were talking, like Keenan, who still's yet to sign. Debo signed overnight with San Francisco.
I think Diggs is my highest.
Diggs is next, I'm sure.
Yeah, that'll eventually scale down when Washington signs him. But
I was gonna I was gonna ask where you wanted him to go, but I'm assuming you're like me and would love to see him go to Washington.
I've been pairing him with Jaden Daniels the most, partly because I have a ton of Jaden Daniels in general. Yeah. But I was pairing Debo with Brock Purdy a lot. Yesterday I was just jamming drafts before that signing happened, thinking that was probably where he'd go. So I might as well just pair him because it doesn't hurt you. If you get it wrong, it doesn't hurt you.
Yeah, it's like I mean, depending on where you went elsewhere, it wouldn't really matter. So I mean, good process.
Thank you. That was my thought. But then once they announce it, you're just like you're happy that you got it, but then you're sad the opportunity's gone.
It's gone now. Yeah.
So now I'm kind of that was like a wake-up call to draft as much Diggs as possible today.
Right. And I just like we had mentioned before, like Keenan Allen, I've got to start getting more of him too because he's I think he'll probably land with the Colts.
I'm not ready for it. Last year, he signed so late that we had all offseason to get him. So I ended up with like 40% of him, which worked out really well. I mean, especially in Eliminator, I had him over 50% of the time because I just thought, what other last round receiver in Eliminator is going to give you a floor of 6 to 10 points?
Yeah.
And, but he ended up actually being a total stud for the first like 6-7 weeks of the season. I mean, he was just carrying. I had a huge advance rate in Eliminator with him on like 60% of the roster. So
nice.
He's in my heart in a good way, but I haven't drafted enough this year. I got to get on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So how many drafts are you in?
I think I've done about 20 eliminators, and I'm approaching about 50 full season, mostly BBM, but a couple big dogs and a Mastiff going slow.
Not trying to max anything, or are you planning on maxing?
What was that?
I said, are you planning on maxing anything, or are you just going to try to get a certain amount?
Definitely maxing BBM and Eliminator. I think those are the most fun contests. I actually really love when they change BBM to have a regular season pay
leaderboard.
it's only 100K, but it's like that's enough to be fun all season. To be
Absolutely. Yeah.
if you have a team near the top, like now you have a real sweat during the season, which wasn't the case last year. And so Eliminator took up all my attention. Now I think I'll be invested in all year with both BBM and Eliminator. And then of course, Big Dog. I don't think I'll max it because I think they allow like 63 entries, and that's like over 30 grand. Like you basically have first or second to even recover. So I don't think you can really justify maxing it, but I'll certainly do some.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I didn't know what your plans were there. I saved all of my BBM bullets for pretty much like this month and doing all the streams because I knew I was going to start firing up some more streams. Yeah, so and I was like, I'll have fun with it. Maybe get some little sweat equity with some guests on the show. So
yeah,
I've only done a handful by my own, but all the rest of them have been on the stream. So with that said, let's go ahead and let's fire one up. Justin.
Are there any other contests that you've been focused on?
I've been trying to get into the Eliminator. I haven't done near as many as I've wanted because I've only done like 5. But they did a
lot. It's filling a lot faster than I remember last year.
And I'm probably going to start hammering it a little bit more because I'm probably maybe going to have like 20 to 25 BBMs. I've done all the puppies. I've done, I've gotten the volume in on all the smaller dollar stuff. So probably going to focus on the Eliminator because I think, like you said, it's one of the more fun formats to sweat for sure. And you just get a few teams, they get through.
Yeah, once you get down to a handful of teams, then every week it's like you've got all these fun head-to-head matchups to sweat.
Right.
The one thing I didn't really anticipate that I didn't like about it, and feel free to go ahead and join the BBM, but this won't take long. But I thought the one bummer with Eliminator is you build this portfolio of exposures that you really like. And then like 2 weeks in, you're down to a quarter of your team.
It goes quick.
Now your exposures are just wild. Like immediately I went to like 85% Keenan Allen and like 60% of these quarterbacks. And I was like, oh man, this nice portfolio I constructed is just like sledgehammered instantly. And then you find yourself like rooting for guys that you had really low exposure to, but now they're on your best team,
Exactly. Yeah. And I do like the format change that they did where, obviously the first round is, 50% and then basically head to head after that. Because it just makes, like you said, just for that head to head sweat like you generally see in your, home league or something where you're just weekly going up against that one person. So, I really like the format.
It's a less pure, it's less merit based. It's not as pure, but it's more fun. And I feel like that's the point, right?
Well, yeah, and like I haven't done any of like the cumulatives. I haven't done any of the, I guess the other contests that the weekly. I don't do weekly winners, so I wanted to do another different format, and that's the one that I played. I probably did 50 or 60 in the Elim last year, and love to get around that again this year. I'm going to try to hammer them out, but I'm not sure where I'll get. But are you drafting on any other sites? Are you doing any other?
I will eventually do drafters.
DraftKings.
I need to get started on there. I just haven't taken the time to like meticulously set my rankings, and I just can't start drafting until I do. Like that's just kind of how I.
You definitely are a rankings drafter, I'm sure.
What was that?
I said you're definitely like a rank. You have to you like to do your ranks before you.
Yeah,
draft.
I can't just go in and just like ADP freestyle. I just I have to I just don't want to forget about any player. Like if I have guys I like, I want them
to make sure you know where they're at.
Yeah, I gotta know the order that they're in, and just like for the sake of drafting too, like when you're in a draft and you have 20 seconds on the clock, I feel like it's helpful to know. Like if I'm like, for example, I have George Kittle ranked pretty far below ADP. But if I already have Purdy and I need a tight end, then I'll go take him. And so it's helpful to know where he is so I know where to scroll really fast and grab him.
Those 20-second clocks.
You can use the search bar, but for some reason it doesn't feel as natural. I want to scroll like 15 spots down and then grab him.
I hear you. I totally get that. So, and that's a good point. Like, for certain stacking, purposes and stuff, that correlation, are you totally fine reaching 15, 20, spot there? Some people in the community obviously will say, "Oh, that's terrible. You should never do that." It's you're a noob, whatever you want to say.
It's a reach for me personally, but I end up taking Kittle around ADP. I'm saying I have him ranked 15 behind ADP, but I'll take him at ADP if he fits the stack. There are guys I'll reach for, like if I know I'm building a stack and it's a guy I already like a lot. Then I'm willing to reach a little. Some guys,
a couple of those guys.
like you have to reach for T Higgins. Like if you want to do the Chase Higgins stack, you have to reach 6 spots.
I don't have a lot of it, for that reason. Like I
Right.
don't want to reach on it that much.
Same
like
with Lamb, Pickens. I don't think I have a single one. I've been thinking about it a
do
little
either.
bit. Like I should probably do it. But I don't know. I'm like, should I just leave that?
But then you're going to have that guy who will take the unstacked deck, and you're like, okay, that's why I didn't, haven't done this yet. And
Right.
it's like blows
if
up
I
your
do
own
it,
team.
I'll probably just be kind of aggressive getting Dak too, because I don't want to have to do that multiple times. Whereas, like, I am willing to reach 6 spots on Higgins. Because I really like Chase a lot. I really like Higgins. Even if someone takes Burrow for some reason, it's okay. But yeah, I haven't done the Cowboys one yet because of that. It'll probably be more unique, but also, there's people like Liam out there doing it over and over again. So it's not going to be as unique as people. I've seen it a lot in my lobbies. People do it.
Yeah, and I think like Detroit would be another good one with Amonra and JMO, which I'm not just as high on JMO as a lot of people have been. I've seen, but just those, thinking through those things, it's like, you probably should be trying to do that a little more, especially now that the ADPs are starting to get a little bit more, adjusted and manipulated, and people are going crazy. Like we got James Cook yesterday at 16. Ramondre fell like 13 spot. Like the rooms are just absolutely wild right now. So
I don't have a lot of Lions guys. I think Drew Petzing is kind of a run first guy.
Wild card.
I just kind of I think his run schemes are pretty solid, and I think obviously Gibbs is elite, and I think their schedule is really easy. So I'm just kind of having
all dome games too. Yeah,
I'm having a hard time seeing them going super pass heavy.
Who you like here, Justin?
I usually take Genty.
Okay.
But I'm flexible if you want to get somebody else.
I've been doing so much wide receiver first drafts lately that I'm fine taking running back here because I was trying to go against the meta for a while, and I have definitely gone against it for probably the last like 3 or 4 weeks. Okay. Just trying to get more of those first wide receiver builds and doing more zero running back, I guess you call it, or anchor.
Yeah, I've been kind of doing like a double hero running back, and then I wait a long time and then just get everything else.
I feel like that's pretty much the meta for the most part. Like everybody's now, they're saying for this year specifically, it's like you got to have 2 running backs within the first like 4 rounds. And it's like, okay, but like everybody's doing that too. So it's like,
right. No, I do some drafts where I mix it up. I've actually, what I've done a couple times that everybody hates is I have a couple of like Bowers, Loveland, McBride, Loveland. I even have a couple of Bowers, McBride, and then you just stop it too, because you can flex them. So it's not like you're just throwing it away. I get why you don't want to do Allen Lamar, but I think the double elite is fine.
Yeah, I don't mind the double elite tight end so much. It just does feel like you're, I guess not so much running back, wide receiver. You can fall behind really quickly there. But there's also some really good wide receivers in that mid range, like when you start getting past.
I think there's a lot of to me, like Parker Washington is like a wide receiver 1. So it's like as long as I leave with him,
I'm big on him too.
As long as I leave
like it right here. Before we get timed out.
We could do Chase Brown, I guess.
Okay.
I probably usually do Derrick Henry, but let's mix it up a little.
Yeah, I was going to say plus the bye week, but I mean, obviously I'm totally fine with that. Are you how much AJ Brown do you have? I know that's always a fun one to see.
Yeah, I really thought I was going to have more than I do. I mean, I think I'm around 10%, which is a little overweight, but I thought I was going to be super excited on him because I just really believe May is so good that he can get the ball. But I just find myself wanting to take Brock Bowers when I get that range.
Right.
I just feel like Bowers could break records, and I can't stop clicking him.
Yeah, you think Kirk Cousins is going to be the quarterback that'll, I mean, I know Kirk's getting older, and I know what he did, when he was in Minnesota. Do you think he'll be the quarterback for most of the season? And if that is the bet, do you feel like Bowers?
I think they end up switching to Mendoza. I think that's just what you say. I think you always say we're going to stick with this guy all season because you just don't want to put any pressure on Mendoza. You want to be able to just tell the media to fuck off every single time they ask.
Exactly.
But I think that then you just do the switch whenever you feel like it and tell the media, too bad. Yeah, we lied. Sorry. I kind of think that's the strategy. Like that's how I would do it. I wouldn't want the media asking every week. So when are we going to do this?
That makes sense.
You just want to tell them, nope, we're never going to do it. But I think the big thing there is the offensive line improvements and Kubiak coming over. I mean,
Yeah,
I think
you gotta love
Kubiak could do
Kubiak.
wonders.
Yeah.
I remember saying last year we completely faded Ashton Genty. I think I had 0% last year, and I said this guy's an elite talent, but Pete Carroll's a dinosaur. He has no clue.
That was such a bad hire, man. Such a bad hire.
Yeah, they pulled him out of a senior citizen home, and they're going to stick him right back in now.
And brought Chip Kelly in as the OC. I mean,
yeah,
two totally different style coaches too. It's like I should have known too, but I had more Genty than I had a lot of Genty last year. But I was more betting on the talent and the volume, distribution than anything. Right. But yeah, that was not the greatest call.
That was kind of a fade spot for me last year, and now I'm all in on the Raiders. I think the coaching makes a huge difference there.
I agree.
All right, who are you liking with this 33rd?
I like a lot
of these wide receivers here.
Yeah, I think we got to go wide receiver. I take a lot of Flowers because I take a lot of Lamar too.
He goes. I mean, Igbuka's totally fine. T's fine. I mean, I'm really fine with any three of these. I don't know.
Yeah, I like McConkey a lot. I don't get a lot of Igbuka, so we could do it to kind of mix it up.
I do think Igbuka's going to have a really good year. I mean, obviously, I think McConkey is too, but I'm like you. I've got quite a bit of Lad already. So I think we can mix it up.
We'll mix it up. I have very little Igbuka. I just thought the way he struggled down the stretch with really no target competition was really concerning.
Yeah, and I think the move to the Z is going to be really good for him.
That's definitely the big upshot there.
Zach Robinson, OC now. That's basically the same the Cooper Kupp role or the Puka role or whatever you want to call it.
Right, yeah. So every team is labeling somebody the Puka
It's all
role.
from the Shanahan, the McVay tree.
Everybody's got a Gibbs and a Montgomery, and everybody's got a Puka, and
the role, the Amon-Ra role, or it's all the JSN role or whatever you want to call it.
But I think Baker has a solid year, so I'm good with Igbuka.
I'm worried that Tampa Bay's falling apart, though. I mean, with all the reports now, they didn't re-sign Baker. Evans is gone.
I kind of view him as a guy who gets more motivated by being gypped.
Yeah, I
don't think he crumbles under that.
He's a competitor for
angry
sure.
all year.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the sentiment that that you get from him. You could definitely tell he's not happy about it. So I definitely think he'll come out firing because he's playing for another contract. Are you a Josh Allen guy or are you playing?
You know what? I haven't taken a lot, but if he's fallen to us here, I'm up for it. I
like going 2 QB builds. I think that's
and you definitely can do it with Josh. I'm up if he's going to fall to us here at 40, I don't think there's much reasoning not to take him.
Yeah, let's do it, and then we can maybe take Baker as our second QB later.
Yeah.
If we can get Godwin, we'll see what other receivers we get, but.
Yeah, you buying a lot of Malik Neighbors whenever he was in the third, fourth round there. Now that he's back up to the
I haven't taken a lot. Look, I might regret it. It could definitely burn me. I've taken him a couple times in like the late 20s, but I didn't take much at third, fourth round. I mean, I just see to me, I like the free agents that are healthy, but I've just kind of learned over the years. Like I used to be real aggressive on the injured players,
right?
And as I kind of went back through my portfolio across like basketball, baseball, football, and just kind of examined it.
Yeah.
Taking injured players is just terrible. Like it just doesn't work.
I'm guessing you're not on like Scadaboo or, any of those guys too.
I'm off Judkins. I'm off Scadaboo.
I was wondering.
You look back at the history of the hit rate on these guys and you're just like, there's not even one hit. And so I know everybody's like, oh, well, this guy's young. This guy's this. It's like, okay, maybe, but Tony Pollard stunk. Chris Godwin stunk. Mark Andrews stunk. We've only had a few guys have this like multi-dislocation of the ankle and the knee and like this break the whole leg apart like this. And like, even when they say they're 100% healthy, 10 weeks into the season, they go, now I realize I wasn't 100%.
I was
I thought I was 100% healthy, but I'm realizing as I actually get healthy that I really wasn't. And so they don't even have the self-awareness to know. So they're telling reporters that they're 100%. The reporters are putting it on Twitter. It's just going to be this endless thing of saying everybody's 100%. But there's no way they are. There's too much scar tissue inside those joints. I just don't see how they could be. So
it's a good point.
I'm just out on all those guys.
I am taking some Judkins, but that's only because I follow some of the Twitter doctors. They definitely made a good point about the Scatteroo injury was not the same as Judkins. Judkins was a little bit lesser of an extent.
Yeah.
I am taking a little
shares
Judkins, but I'm not really heavily on. I'm not taking much Scatteroo. But of course, Lamar is going to fall to us here.
But we
as we just said,
we're
not doing that. Yeah, I don't know if you have a favorite. I like Tate. I like Dunze.
I like Tate the most here.
I've got a lot of Carnell Tate already. I do think that the Titans are going to be just a little bit better this year. I do like Brian Dable as the OC. I think he's going to have Ken Ward.
Dable got a lot of wide receiver production out of his guys. Pretty much everywhere he is, he's gotten wide receiver production. So
exactly.
I like that call, and I mean
Calvin Ridley's dust.
Cheap team to go after. I like Wandale too. I take a lot of him.
I've got. Yeah, I would say that's probably the biggest double I've got is Wandale and Tate, because I've taken so much Tate, and then Wandale's always there. And
he's always there.
Like my fourth or fifth wide receiver, and then
the Wandale disrespect is crazy to me, because I mean this is the guy who basically doubled his ADOT last year, and he went from having 600-700 air yards a year to like 1,300 air yards. And everybody still just thinks he's a slot.
140 targets, back-to-back seasons. I mean, that's hard to do. Who do you like here, Justin?
I can't say I love Price. I wouldn't mind grabbing Warren. Actually, let's take our boy Parker.
I was gonna say I think Parker Washington's gonna have a really, really big year.
I'm so high on Parker that I can't come on your show and not have a Parker Washington team.
I was gonna say we both were talking about him earlier. I was like, now we had the chance to take him. I was like, we can't miss this opportunity.
Right. No, we basically have 3 wide receiver ones. I wish there was a market where you could bet on Parker Washington to lead his team in receiving yards. I think that's I haven't seen it. If it's out there, somebody please DM me.
Could you not make that on like Kalshi or Polymarket or one of those prediction exchanges?
You probably could, but you pretty much don't really get any liquidity when you just like slap together a custom market like that.
That's not out there already.
Right. Yeah. Because people are just all the pricing on those prediction markets are just mirroring other places. So when you make a custom market, all these trading bots, they go look at Pinnacle and Bookmaker, and they try to scrape whatever they can, and there's just nothing to scrape. So I mean, maybe someone could custom do it by just pulling the yardage props and then simulating it. But I don't know. I doubt anybody's going to give me a huge action there.
I would totally think that would be a market that would be up by now, like leading the team, season long, like futures.
Yeah,
I guess they don't really have many of those as far as like player props.
How many, like the amount of games they play would just play such a huge factor that it's like not even that good of a bet, even if you're pretty sure he'd have the best opportunity. All right, what should we do with our build here? Let's plan
so right now we've got a 1-2-3 Josh Allen, Genty, Brown, Chase Brown, Emeka Egbuka, Carnell Tate, and Parker Washington. Like to start. I mean, we had the fall with Josh Allen. We got 2 really solid running backs, and then we got 3 basically wide receiver ones. So at the moment,
it's a good balanced team.
At the moment, we're very, very balanced. There are some wide receivers in this range that I'm generally taking at points, but we also do have Trevor back in the back half. I don't know if that's they both have the bye week 7, so that's probably not going to work for us.
Yeah, I think I kind of like taking Godwin and then trying to get Baker, but that might be the pick after.
I was going to say, do you think we could get Godwin afterwards? Well, who do you like?
Let's see if we can push Godwin to the pick after.
Okay. Anybody else you like in this range for the
first pick? I like Hubbard. I like Metcalf.
Yeah, DK.
What do you think of Tucker Kraft? He's a guy that I
want. You don't play injured guys.
I know. I want to be in on it because I'm really in on the Packers.
I have some, but
Packers.
Yeah, I do too, but I don't have a lot of Kraft.
Me either.
And he goes anyways. But yeah, I do
have
have
a lot of worry about Kraft.
Let's see.
I think Hubbard?
I think we go Hubbard, and then we see if we can get Godwin on the way back.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. I like Hubbard too. I've got a lot of Hubbard. I've got a lot of that backfield period. And he's starting to fall again with the Brooks hype coming in. And
you had to figure the Brooks hype was always coming.
Oh yeah, and where is Brooks even? I haven't looked because I just
Like
hadn't really.
98 or something.
Yeah, he's at 94.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
at
he's up
90.
to 95. Yeah, he's climbing.
Yeah, it's amazing because I think if he has another couple of good weeks, he'll probably get much closer to Chuba than. I mean, he's already within 12 spots, but 15 spots, so he could almost flip him. Even though it's been said multiple times, even today, I put it in the notes today, like it's Chuba's the lead, like Chuba's the guy that he's gonna have to follow right now. But I mean, hey, that doesn't mean that Chuba will keep the job, but.
Right.
So we'll see if we get the fall here for our guy Chris.
I was to say with Kraft, I feel like the concern for me on him is that he was such a huge yak guy.
Yeah,
like he wasn't really nice. That worked out.
Yeah, it worked out perfectly.
Yeah, I feel like Kraft wasn't really a guy who was getting downfield and catching a lot of balls. He was more like we'll just dump it off to him, and then he's just such an athletic beast that he'll just go get it. And so his touchdowns were like way above expectation because he was just rumbling them in from 20 yards out.
Right.
And it was awesome. But at the same time, if he's even 5% hindered by his injury, does that like reduce the explosiveness to make him less of a yak monster? And then if he's less of a yak monster, like what good is he? Like he doesn't catch balls downfield really. So I don't know. I'm a little nervous at that ADP that like, are we?
Yeah, and that's why like I said, I don't have a ton. Like it is good news that he's coming off the pup earlier rather than later. Like, I mean, I've seen the videos of him working out. He looks good. He's running, looks fine. But yeah, kind of like you said, it's like we haven't seen him go full speed and do anything yet in camp. So it's going to be a slow ramp. Is he going to be still kind of barely getting into it by week one? Is it, I don't know. But the ADP for me, like as the cost has been the biggest. I can't find the clip most of the time.
Yeah, same. I can only do it if I already have. Sometimes he'll fall to me when I already have Watson and Reed. Then I think, all right, if I've got Watson and Reed, then I'll do it.
And I've got a decent amount of Watson, and that's probably my other problem is Watson goes at such a competitive ADP that a lot of times I'm not taking him now, and so like you mentioned, it's like I don't have Jordan Love's behind. Jordan Love, Jaden Reed is right there around Kraft, and then you got Golden. Those guys are all past Kraft, so I'm not even really thinking about that stack at that point. So that's why I'm always like, I just can't do Kraft. So,
and I take Reed ahead of Kraft almost every time. So it's like he really has
because I'm usually one. Yeah, I do so much late tight end now. Other than what you kind of talked about earlier, like getting a Brock Bowers and pairing him up with just another mid guy or earlier guy and being done at tight end. But what are you thinking here?
Definitely not Pearsall. In fact, you should make sure you just star Fannin right now to make sure we don't run out of time and get Pearsall. I like Fannin. I like Fannin quite a bit.
Okay, I'm fine with that. I'm completely fine with Fannin. Gives us another stack partner. Obviously, I don't know if I would be taking any of those quarterbacks at all, but
probably not. But
he's he should lead the team in targets. He should lead probably the team in yardage, and
then we got to remember to grab Baker. I think we got to get Baker at the next pick, right?
We can, yeah.
I guess we could probably push him because why would anybody take him?
The only other we've got. I think we got the double. Do we just want to go ahead and pull the trigger now and be done with quarterback, or
probably
risk the push?
I think maybe we should because there's no other. I guess we could figure it out we could get a Ward if we needed to.
But Wandell's already gone, right?
If somebody really good falls to us, maybe we do it. We take them. Otherwise, we just go ahead and grab Baker.
Yeah, for these guys, I'm that are right here right now. What I'm looking at, there's none that I'm really like. I would much rather have him than Baker at this point.
Well, I was thinking if you took Gainwell, it actually kind of even adds even more to that stack.
Yeah, that's about the only caveat would be Gainwell, right? And then he goes. So make it easy for us.
Yeah.
Make it easy for us.
I'm often guilty of trying to push my quarterback. Yeah. And this year it's been working out more than ever.
Really? I have not had that luck. I have not had that much luck. I'll be honest.
Which is surprising because everybody's going, oh no.
Takes a naked.
Why in the world would he do that? Okay. Wow, that's annoying.
Well, who do you think we should go with now?
Maybe we just take Rashad White.
I'm fine with
We
that.
could take Myers, but we're just gonna have a lot of week 7 buys.
Yeah, and I'm fine with just taking the Parker Washington of the Jags and just kind of being good.
Yeah.
With it. I like Strange late too. He's always going to be an option at tight end.
Okay, so now I guess we got to plan on getting Cam Ward. So where are we? What's our next couple of picks?
Our next couple of picks will be in the 129 range, and I think that's probably where the Ward range is.
Yeah, Cam Ward's like 140.
Yeah, 140 is exactly where he's at. So yeah, that's exactly where we're going to be at.
My new party trick with my friends is that are casual fantasy football people is I'd be like, just tell me any player. I'll tell you their ADP, and they're like, "How could you know that?" I'm like, if you just draft a few drafts, like you just kind of figure out where everybody is.
Exactly. I'm always the ones who know every player by like what wide receiver there are, like 51. Because I never.
Oh, see, I don't know that.
I have more this year than I had in prior years, but like the people that just go by that, I'm like, why do you go by? I'm like, I mean, I get it's just basically the same thing as ADP, but yeah, I've always just from best ball brain.
Yeah, I don't pay any attention to that. I couldn't even tell you within 10. I would just be dividing. I would just be like guessing completely. But yeah, I just focus on the ADP because I want to know just offhand based on the pick number I'm about to have who's available.
Yeah, and I think that's more of the guys that go off of like statistics and prior finishes.
We should take Kincaid.
Yuck Dalton.
Sorry, I just realized we have Josh Allen, and so far.
Yeah,
let's start. Let's maybe queue up Shakir as well. We'll just see if we can get hopefully at least one of them.
Yeah, that's a good point. I honestly kind of totally forgot we had Josh Allen.
Yeah,
but that's what I was saying though. Like the guys that typically go off of like tight end 12 or whatever. I think those guys more that usually go off statistics, prior finishes. And so they're looking at where they finished last year compared to what their price is now in that realm.
Yeah,
which makes sense. But yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I get that.
Really looked at it that way.
It's a little different of a style.
Where it goes? What are we doing here?
Oh
man, left and right.
Are we in danger of not having?
And then Tyler Shuck goes. I mean, we could just snipe Malik Willis.
Oh, and then Shakir went too. My goodness.
And Kincaid. Yeah, I mean, what do you think about Malik Willis?
I love Malik Willis. Let's just take Malik Willis and just.
Well, there's a lot of Miami that we can always backstack with too. True. One of my favorite.
Yeah, I like Dolchich. So that's that.
You got Caleb. You got basically all the wide receivers are free. Chris Bell, Caleb Douglas, Jalen Tolbert, Malik Washington.
Who do you believe in there? Because I went into the season thinking I'm gonna just grab a grab bag of Miami receivers and one of them will hit. But then I just haven't had the guts to actually click on anybody. I just like I
don't have any conviction. I guess my biggest conviction is Dulcich at this point because I do have a lot of him.
Too.
But I guess behind him is Malik, and then after that I've kind of mixed in a little bit of like I'm half and half on Tolbert and Caleb Douglas, which Caleb Douglas has been getting a little camp hype. He was practicing with T. Higgins and Jamar Chase last week at some point. So
yeah.
He's getting a little bit of hype, but yeah, I mean, I think I've mixed in a lot just because I have so many Dolphin stacks that I feel like if one of them does hit, it's.
I've ended up with so many just Willis, Dolchich, that's it, and I stare at those names and I'm like, should I click on Bell? Should I click on? And then I just don't do it. I
was gonna say I think Bell's probably the one that I have the least amount of just because of the injury, and it's like in year one while rushing,
Okay, so should we just grab Diggs?
I was already going there, man. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, we're going to get Diggs here. Go ahead, grab Diggs, plug that. We're done at quarterback. So let me run it down real quick for us. 2, 4, 5, 1 right now. Allen, Willis, Genty, Chase Brown, Chuba, Rashad White, Buka, Carnell Tate. Man, I still can't believe they took Baker Mayfield that early. Parker Washington, Chris Godwin, and Diggs, and then Fannin at the tight end spot. So, I mean, I still like the team.
2 more tight ends. One of them probably Dolchich.
Yeah.
You really can't wait much past 190. The tight end, the fall off is enormous.
It is.
Like as soon as Terrence Ferguson goes,
I usually go getting another tight end in like the Strange range. Yeah. About right here, 140, 150.
Yep.
Because there's usually you got Gadsden.
I like Strange, Gadsden. I like Henry. I'm happy with those guys.
as soon as you get, and even if you get pushed to the, the Gunnar Helm, Dolchich, I'm fine with that range too. But as soon as that clump goes, it's so gross. Mike Gesicki becomes your best option. It's just like, oh no. As soon as I find myself needing a tight end and Gesicki's the only one, I'm just like, goodness, what have I done?
Yeah, I usually try to get one of the Rams tight ends whenever I'm just in a crunch time like that, because you get Terrence Ferguson sometimes back there, you get Kobe Parkinson, even Tyler Higbee I've taken in some
Oh wow, really? I just
I try not to, but I mean the guy, they love him for whatever reason it is. Re-signed him again for another 2 years. I mean, he's going to be probably playing a lot. Even though now they're saying that Terrence Ferguson's probably the wide receiver 3, they're going to run 2 tights a lot anyway. So.
Yeah, it's really hard to know with the McVay offseason hype. I mean, ever since the Cam Akers switcheroo where they all offseason said he was the guy and then it was Kyron, I've just I don't read that much into the.
You can't believe anything McVay says.
But even regardless of what they say, I mean, watching Ferguson play, you're like, all right, this guy has serious upside.
He's got the juice. Yeah, he's definitely got the juice. I totally agree. And I do think that he'll probably have a lot more work this year. But it's just hard bets to make because you don't know which one's going to score on any given week. But that's why they're perfect for best ball.
So I think we go Gadsden. What's the bye week of our current tight end?
It's 11.
Something, right? 11. Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say Strange or Hunter Henry is completely fine.
I think Strange or Henry. Yeah, those are the guys. Well, let's take Strange because Henry has the same bye as Fannin.
Which I'm a Strange bull already as it is, so he's definitely one of my probably one of my
because I think they're showing an intention to play with a decent amount of tight ends worked in. But the guy they drafted was like a total blocking tight end, Rush or whatever his name is. I think it's second round pick. He had never had more than 40 receptions in a season, so I think the intention is clearly for Strange to be the receiver.
Yeah, they put emphasis on getting him the football a lot, and they at points were saying he's the most important target for T-Law. So we'll go ahead and get that. Well, then of course we still have room for one more tight end later, unless we do want to take Hunter Henry and do it. And now we don't. Well,
I would love to get Dolchich. I think with Willis.
Yeah, I like Dulcich too. I think that's a good idea because he's going to be there. So who you like?
He should be there at our next pick, so we can probably grab another receiver.
Yeah, I'm thinking a wide receiver here too.
I really like Juwan Jennings this year. Do you?
Yeah. I mean, I like Tucker too, and I'm trying to mix him in more because I've got so much Naylor that I'm trying to kind of smooth that out. But, I don't hardly have any and then he goes. So, of course, who's the next guy you like the most here?
I take Tucker probably. I take Denzel Ball. Oh, he's gone. I take Adonai Mitchell a lot, even at this point.
You want to take Trey Tucker here?
Yeah, I'm good with Tucker.
Okay.
Yeah, I take Adonai a lot. I just feel like
I've got a lot of AD Mitchell too.
Yeah, I feel like he's got so much talent.
Yeah, he's easily the wide receiver 2 there, and of course Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson is obviously great, but I think AD is going to have a pretty good year as long as he can catch the football and not drop it 1 yard before he scores a touchdown.
Yeah, exactly. But, his problem has just been, a little mental mistake.
He's an elite separator.
Right. Yeah, I know. He's a good receiver. At this price, I mean, this is the place, this is the time that you want to just invest in someone you believe is good.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, you're really getting your guys in this part of the draft now. ADPs are not as worrisome when you get, past the 14th, 15th round. So,
yeah.
So with that said, who are some of your – I know you mentioned you were taking some guys back in this rank, like Ted Hurst, which obviously we've got a buck sack. We had one going, which probably not going to add him on this team. But
nice.
Who are some of the other guys you're targeting in this back 3 or 4 rounds?
I feel like this year it's kind of unique where the end of the draft actually has a lot of running backs that have legit upside. Like you can get Marshawn Lloyd and Mike Washington at pick 200. And I think those guys are clear RB2s who would step into massive workloads if the starter goes down. So
I have been taking a lot of Mike Washington. I will say that.
Yeah, I think Washington is maybe my highest exposure running back right now.
Really?
I've been buying a lot more lately. I probably have 20% Genty and 30% Washington because I'm just whoever is the the guy in Kubiak's run scheme.
You're gonna want it, yeah. You're gonna, yeah. If Genty, and that's another reason too, is because I've got quite a bit of Genty as well, and I'm like, you kind of want to make sure you have that, that other guy if he goes down. So let's see here, what's coming up. We got 2462, so we could do
probably grab Dulcich. Yeah,
I was gonna say I saw Dulcich's name. I was like, yeah, we're probably gonna need to grab him. Hopefully, this guy will take like Schultz since he doesn't really have any Houston. Maybe he won't take him from us. I think if we miss on him, we can just go Malik and get that pairing.
This guy in the comments has the username LeBron James Philly.
Oh, what's going on? LeBron James
got on that pretty quick.
What's going on, Snowman? Good to see you. Let's see. You want to go ahead and we're gonna take Dulcich. Let's take that.
Yeah,
and that gets us done at tight end.
Perfect. What do we need now? I guess
go to football. I don't know. Who's your go to football, Justin?
Man, I don't know. Football is one of those sports where I just don't have a strong argument for a GOAT. Like I think for baseball, it's clearly Barry Bonds. For basketball, obviously, it's between two guys.
Michael
Football,
Jordan.
it's pretty wide open,
Yeah, you can, really, I guess Tom Brady, Barry Sanders. I think there's a lot of guys that can go in that. Brady, yeah. Everybody thinks, Brady's.
I'd probably say Brady as well.
You kind of got to. I mean, the guys put it all together. I mean, he's definitely had probably the better career of any quarterback for certain. But it's definitely argue for
going to Tampa and winning in Tampa really helped his GOAT argument.
Right.
As Belichick just crumbled without him.
You want to go ahead and get the double?
Yeah, let's do it.
I mean, might as well. If we took the bet with Willis, and there's Malik is probably. I mean, I think he's going to be the starting slot or the Z. So that's probably going to be a pretty decent value in that offense. So
it's funny. I saw somebody make an anti-Malik Washington argument, and in the process, they actually made a really good argument for him. And
you gotta love when they do that, right?
It's funny when people do that. So the case was. Maybe just queue up some RB2s. That's probably what we'll do next.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know.
I usually let's see. I take Ray Davis.
I'd say a lot.
Davis probably the priority here because we already have Genty, so I don't know if we want.
And we've got Josh Allen, so.
Oh yeah, he'd be the priority. Okay, hopefully we get one of them.
Are you taking any Callum Black now that Jordan James?
I'm not, because I just feel like you can never try. I mean, Isaac Guerrero is going to come out of nowhere and just be the guy. Like you can never trust who's the RB2 there.
The way I've seen it is he's going to be a roster cut. I don't even know if he makes a team.
I know, I'm just trolling, but I still I don't know. I haven't taken it much as the answer.
Biggest Messi fan. So is my son. So props. Yeah, he loves Messi. You guys had a good run over there for the World Cup, didn't you? Also in PGA, I think, right?
Yeah. No, I made it to the finals of both. I won PGA best ball.
I thought so. I thought I saw that tweet. So congrats on
Thanks
that.
for bringing that up. Yeah, that was great. Good time.
But I know you had didn't you have a pretty good run in the World Cup too?
I did. I had a shot at it. I had a full Argentina stack in that last game, but it was the Spain. It was the Spain stack against the Argentina goalie that was the winning combo, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, I felt bad for that Argentina goalie, man. He had his work cut out. Yeah, the World Cup was – I'll say, I'm not a soccer fan, obviously, by any means. My son loves it. I was able to take him to, the Spain game when they played Saudi.
Yeah.
And that was excellent. But, man, after that, I just started watching almost every game, and I got fully into it, obviously betting on a little bit here and there, and started, I played a little bit of the best ball. I was just letting my son, tell me who to pick. And so, yeah, I mean, I got really into it there but, yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Oh, so
you were really interesting.
Want to hear this argument against Malik Washington? I
do. I do want to hear that.
So,
I'm
sure we're
going to take Ray Davis here anyway. So
that'd be great if we could get Ray Davis. The argument was that these teams where they don't have a single wide receiver going in the top 150 ADP, whoever goes first. Of the 8 examples of this in the last 10 years or 5 years or whatever the sample was, that guy was really never that valuable at 80.
Never the guy.
So the argument was you just don't want to take the first guy. But but if you looked at the whole body of the wide receiver room, there was almost always a guy who was a clear standout value in best ball. And it would be like, they'd be splitting hairs where it's like, the Lions have a guy going 180, like Tim Patrick or whatever. And then it's like Amon-Ra goes 190. And Amon-Ra has a breakout year and is great. And they're using this as an anti-taking the guy at 180. And I'm like, this is just a coincidence. If you actually look at it was like Darius Slayton went 190 and then they had some other guy bust go 170 and Slayton had like 1,000-yard season. And I was commented and I was like, isn't it just basically showing that you want to take stabs at these receiver rooms where we don't know the answer because some of them are going to break through?
Exactly.
I'm feeling black here, by the way, if you want to just add another run.
Yeah, I mean, I think it just makes sense. I mean, he's the clear. He should, and I think he might.
I love a running back room like this. This is great. It's like we got 2 studs, then we wait a while, and then James Cook goes down. We'll have 3 studs.
I mean, we've got 4 running backs right off the clip there that with projectable volume, and like you said, 2 studs right off the bat. So Chuba, I mean, I think Chuba could potentially lead the backfield the whole year. I mean, we saw what he did in 2024. He not like he's a great running back. I'm not saying that, but he's good enough to be able to carry the load.
You
were at the Spain game. Nice. Yeah, I was there too with my son. That was
I thought that I thought Hubbard at Oklahoma State was really solid. I thought he'd be okay in the pros, and I don't know why he constantly just gets kind of people are just ready to cast him aside, but they paid him a lot of money. They handed him the ball a lot.
Well, and that's again, it helped out that Brooks. Yeah, I don't want to say it helped that he got an injury, but
right.
How that goes. But yeah, people were making fun of me for taking him, in the 2024 year, and he had just a massive year. And then next year he was going, last year he was going in the 50s, 60s, and obviously didn't have that great of a year. And I was heavy on Rico. And so, yeah, I've been kind of flip-flopping, but this year I'm definitely back on both of those guys. I like Brooks, and I'd like to see a full season out of him just to see what he can do.
Hey, so do you want to finish with another receiver here and make this?
That was it.
Oh, that was the last one? I just went around again.
No, it's like we were just chatting it up, and I was like, I'm pretty sure that's the last pick. But nice. Which we stopped it. We had 2, 6, 7, 3. So
Ray's in the chat is a fan of Chuba as well.
Oh yeah, Ray's fast puppy winner. He's my guy. We've talked plenty of times. He's big on Chuba. He's big on a lot of the Carolina guys. He's a big Leggett guy too.
So are you have you been doing any clips out of with these shows? I have a guy on my team who just started getting into editing, and so he'll ask me, he's like, send me a 30-second clip of you talking about this guy or this guy, and then he cuts
a short,
it up.
YouTube short or something.
I don't know if you've seen any of those on Twitter. We started putting some clips out.
I have. Yeah, I've got a couple of them.
And it's funny because originally the first idea was we'll do drafts like this, and then we'll make clips out of it.
Yeah,
but it's kind of hard when you're going back and forth between talking about the draft and talking about a guy. Yeah. It's it requires so much editing to get the actual part that people would want. So I was just curious if you've had any success with that, because we kind of resorted to just not even doing a podcast and just make clips on their own, because it's just kind of hard to cut the podcast up in a way that makes for a good clip.
Yeah. No, I mean, I really have. I will say whenever I was trying to, I guess, fully dive into YouTube last year, because I mean, I did 30 episodes last year on the channel, and I was really kind of trying to push it, and I was doing the Camp Notes thing. So I would actually post it on YouTube as a short, and then I would post it on TikTok also as just a short 60-second. I would basically just do a quick clip on some of the most important headlines for the Camp Notes, or whatever, and then kind of driving traffic to that. But no, I mean, I do this just kind of in the fun time. I don't really. Again, I think this year I kind of took a step back and was like, man, do I really want to try to keep pursuing this heavily? My kids are, like I said, I got an 11-year-old, 9-year-old, and a 7-year-old now, and they're all playing sports. And that's why, I just kind of waited till right before the season to start doing these shows again, because it's really hard to make a schedule whenever every time you turn up, your kid's got something going on.
I know, man.
So it's hard. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do them when I want to do them, have fun with them. Hopefully some people will watch. But at the end of the day, just getting on here talking ball and doing a draft. So that's really the more fun part.
It's fun. I like the way you do your shows. And I've never been ready to dive into hosting a show just because I don't want to start something that I don't think I'll stick with. And like you said, I have 2 little girls at home. I just can't imagine. Like this is hard for my daughter right now that I'm doing. Like I can hear her saying, Dada, and like my wife's like, no, he's busy. So
exactly.
It's like, yeah.
Luckily, my kids are with the grandparents right now, and so while they're not in here, my son will be trying to get me to probably go outside and play horse or something. But let's we'll recap the team one more time. Like I said, I've always got to get a grade from everybody. I try to say, give me a 1 to 10 grade. What you think we did on the team? So we did do a 2-6-7-3 build, which I've fondly been doing this a lot this year. I think this is
I think this is
favorite builds of mine.
Structure right now.
Exactly. I just think you get way more balance across the board, especially when you get those onesies that you can basically stop at, like we did with the quarterback. Josh Allen, Malik Willis. Running back room was Genty, Chase Brown, Chuba Hubbard, Rashad White, Ray Davis, and Calvin Black. Wide receivers, we had Mika Egbuka, Carnell Tate, Parker Washington, Chris Godwin, Stephon Diggs, Trey Tucker, and Malik Washington. Then we rounded out that tight end room with Harold Fannin, Brenton Strange, and Greg Dulcich. What do you think?
I really like it. Like I wish it was on my account in my own portfolio. Like I need this like an Allen Willis combo in my portfolio. I'm gonna try to draft one of these later today.
Yeah, I will say I don't believe I have this combo in any of the drafts I've done. So I am glad that we were able to get one in here. And I do think that we, of course we had a plan with the Tampa Bay, fell through. We had a plan with Tennessee, fell through. And that's the thing with like best ball drafts. And that's what I always try to tell everybody. It's like you go in with a plan, and once the draft starts, like you start formulating your plans, but you always got to have the backups. And again, that's why the Miami was just the easy call there, because they're always the fail safe for me. Then we just went heavy Miami.
My worst drafts are the ones where my kids are really distracting me or my wife's distracting me, and I have like half a plan at most. Right. And so it's like if Baker goes in that scenario, then it's just like now I have no idea. Like I'm not paying enough attention to even know what to do. Yeah, I've ended up with a couple where it's like I just have like a naked Aaron Rodgers slapped on as my QB2 because I just never got around.
Yeah, I've done that too, where I'm doing other things like you said, or just a little bit distracted. Before you know, you can fall behind on quarterbacks quick.
Yeah, this year especially because QB3 quarterbacks is becoming the new meta. So if you get in a lobby where everybody is like that, and dude, I was in a lobby where multiple people went 4 QBs, and I just wasn't really I wasn't paying enough attention, and I just
this guy Ray Zanny is a big 4 quarterback guy. He pretty much
So it's like all of a sudden it's like pick 140, and the best QB left is Rodgers. Yeah. And I'm thinking I don't want to reach 35 picks for Rodgers, but also if I don't get him, I'm completely screwed.
You're definitely, you're up the creek and you don't have a paddle if you miss on. And it's sad that you're saying that about that guy, but I've been there multiple times too, where I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. And it's funny because I think I ended up taking him because I just thought I have to prioritize like being alive over, value. And, but I just thought to myself, like, if this team actually makes it far, people are going to be looking at this roster and just be like, what was this guy doing?
Yeah, what was the plan here?
He didn't have a single Steelers receiver, and he reached 35 spots for Rodgers because they don't really look at the whole draft board. They just look at the one team that's making it through the playoff rounds. So, it'll be embarrassing.
They won't know that
I almost just hope that team
they won't know you reached 35 spots.
What was that?
So they won't know you reached 35 spots. Don't worry. They won't look at the board.
Yeah. Oh, someone is
something.
Who's the real
Sean? Oh wow, that's. I haven't had one of those come in yet. That's pretty cool. But so what's the grade? What do you give it? What do you give 1 to 10?
I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10. I think it's a really solid team.
Yeah, I'm with you. I agree. I think it's an 8 to 10. I think it's a good team. Like you said, I think we got good depth everywhere.
The only thing that's keeping it from being like a 9 is if we could have had a pairing with Allen. Like I think we should have.
We did. We got rid of him.
But if we had just gotten like the Shakir or Kincaid, would have been nice. But wow, 4 tight ends.
Yeah, I've seen that meta kind of. I think Herzig was
I actually
the one
would
who did.
rather do that than have 4 quarterbacks.
Yeah, I'm not a 4 quarterback guy. Like it's the funny thing I say that was because I think last year I had forgot I was drafting a team and I think I just got off and logged off and ended up with 4 quarterbacks. So I didn't have my limit set, and it was one that actually advanced well ahead of some other teams.
I do think 4 QBs can advance at a decent rate because it's just you're getting such a floor of points there. Right. It's really just like when you get into the playoff rounds, it's like I don't really want to throw away 3 of my 4 spots there every week. But I could see it, I could see it working.
Yeah. I mean, well, obviously, like I said, Ray did win the Fast Puppy, so it did help him. But I'm not much of a 4 quarterback drafter. But 8 out of 10 is good. I mean, I think that's a solid score. I'm totally agreeing with you. I think it's a good team. Like I said, and once we cash in that $2 million, I'll ask you where to send your half after the taxes.
Awesome. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Justin, man, it's been a blast. Had a good time. Anything you want to leave with? I've got your handle down in the comments for X over there, so you guys go follow Justin.
Give me a follow if you want to see the little clips that we're putting together. I've got a lot of takes I fire out about best ball and DFS, and
absolutely.
So yeah, I'm pretty much all best ball in August. So
there you go.
Feel free to follow me for a month and then unfollow during the season. But, yeah.
Well, I appreciate you coming on, man. That wraps it up for episode number 39 of Extend the Drive Best Ball Live. Sean Mitchell, Justin, we are out. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for chatting with us, drafting, all that fun stuff. We'll see you guys
next
time. Thanks, man.